Hi, Mark. Here it is Friday, July the 4th, just after 8 a.m. Eastern. That's just after noon GMT. July the 4th, Independence Day, public holiday in the US. Major equity markets all closed today. There will still be trading. I think trading will be a little bit lighter today in light of the public holiday. Having said that, because the markets, I believe, will be less liquid, could make for some sharp moves. Let's see how we stand going into the 8 a.m. US Open. US dollar index, two strong days today, gap down slightly to start, now sitting with a doji. That's pretty much confirming lack of direction in either way. I've got resistance at 96.76. I've got support at 96.51, roughly a 25 pip range, which is narrow. If I zoom in on the hourly, you can see US dollar sold off during the Asian European session, making a bit of a fight back now in the afternoon portion of the European session, sitting right in the middle of that range at 96.66. There's the target for buyers, that 96.76, where sellers looking down at the 96.51 level. Let's have a look at the S&P. Wall Street closed, major US stock markets closed. So what the activity we see is in the futures market, which could have a bearing when markets open up. Let's see how they are shaping up going into the US hours. Red candlestick, we haven't seen much of that on the S&P 500, but a sell-off in the futures market. Resistance 6,318, supported 6,275. So far no demand going into the US session, and sellers looking to come and test and break below support at 6,275. I believe what could have an effect on the futures market will be any new announcements regarding trade deals, reciprocal trade deals, and tariffs. Certainly could have an effect on the futures market. Gold sold off yesterday. Yesterday, strong US dollar, weak gold. There you can see today, gap up to start, but not much activity, sitting in a narrow $20 range, 3,325, 3,346. That's support and resistance, sitting towards the lower half for now. EMA is flat as well. If I zoom in on the hourly, sitting in the middle of the range, buyers will be looking 3,350 will be the target for buyers at this point. Sellers looking below that 3,325. We do know that 3,300 has been a pivotal level, and buyers will certainly want to keep price action above that 3,330 mark. Let's have a look at Brent oil. Given up a little bit today. Past 3 days, we've seen resistance around this, just under the $69, 68.97, and I've got support at 67.76. Just over a dollar 16 is the range, pretty tight. Sellers will be looking maybe to test below the 67.75. Buyers looking above the 69 level. And also, I think the impetus or what could drive the price today, the oil price today, could be reciprocal tariffs announced. If there are announcements today or any news on the tariff front, could be the contributor here in the oil market. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Two strong days, broke above that and tested above that 110,000, but 110,000 a tough level for buyers to maintain above. Rejected again today, you can see that. and resistance 109,800. I've got support at 108,500. If I zoom in on the hourly, sitting towards the lower part of that range, sellers will be looking under 108.5 thousand. Support level tested twice. Buyers looking above that 109,800 and to come and retest the 110,000 level. If I just zoom out on the daily, since we saw the record set at 112,000, buyers did get rejected in the beginning of June. We're now beginning of July, and so far buyers again unable to maintain above that 110,000 level for now. Good trading, keep that discipline, and I will see you at the end of day session.